Hey guys, welcome to another Heavy Metal Diecast video. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe, and welcome back to my regular viewers. Today we have one here from Corgi. It is from the Aviation Archive, of course. It is a Harrier, a British Aerospace Harrier, a GR3. It is from the No.1 Squadron here. It's in the specialised winter exercise camouflage from 1982. The No.1 Squadron replaced its original Hawker Hunters in 1969 with the Harrier GR1, followed by the GR3, which this is, of course, and then the GR5 and the GR7 did follow suit after those. And this particular aircraft was part of the NATO exercise that was in Norway in 1982. The normal green-grey camo stood out way too much in that snow-covered mountains during that exercise. So they did put a washable white applied by hand over the green areas of the camouflage in these. A whitewash which could be easily removed by detergent when they no longer required that finish on the aircraft. It does look, it's in the typical Corgi packet, of course. It does have some little bit of information in the flap about the aircraft and some specifications. But as we say, it's no good in this box, is it? Let's get this Harrier out of the box and have a real good look at it. And here it is out of the box. We'll quickly get the lid off, and you can see it sitting there nice and snug in the packet. It does have the usual stand and the undercarriage accessories if you want to put wheels down, which you know by now we will be doing. And I bought it secondhand, but it does look pretty new sitting in the box. They are a limited run, so it does come with the normal certificate that Corgi do give you. They are a limited run of 2,400. So if you are after one of these, there's only 2,400 of these available in the world. What we'll do is we'll get this little Harrier out of the packet so we don't have to stare at this blue box for too much longer. We'll move that out of the way and we'll have a real good look at the aircraft. And oh, it's white, so we've got a white background, so hopefully we'll be able to see it okay. Wow, this looks pretty cool. To be honest, I was a little bit apprehensive about purchasing this, but I figured $120, it's a reasonable amount. And this camouflage scheme does come up really cool. No pun intended with the winter camouflage scheme, but it is a really nice colour scheme for sure. We'll have a little look. As you can see with the Corgi one, there is a pilot already in there, and the details, very nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I don't have any real issue. I reckon it comes up really cool. We'll turn it over to the other side and have a little look. See if you can have a look at those details. It's got some really nice details in there. You can see all the engine nozzles, as you will most likely all be aware. These are a VTOL, or vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, and these actually move. So you can move those around, and I reckon that's another cool feature as well. The paint application, very nice. I reckon this looks really nice. We'll turn it over and have a look underneath. And with the Corgi one, they seem to be always complete. You don't have to put really any ordnance on this one either, and it comes in the in-flight configuration. So, of course, we will have to obviously put some landing gear on it when we decide to do that part of it, but we'll have a little close look at the details underneath here. And as I said, the nozzles do move, so hopefully this sausage finger can move that around for you, as you can see. And the details underneath are really good. You can see all the ordnance, the rocket pods, tanks and everything like that. That looks really nice. I think this is a really good looking aircraft. Oh, well, you know the deal. While we've got it flipped over, we'll chuck some landing gear on this and come right back. And here we have it with the landing gear on. To be honest, it wasn't like these wheels roll. Obviously, the ones on the wingtips do not. The ones on the wingtips didn't want to stay in the hole for me for some reason, so hopefully it's just specific to my model, and they're not all like that. If you do have this particular model, please let me know in the comments below if you had the same issue. I had to just put a little bit of sticky, what we call here, blue tack, just in the little holes, and then drop these in so that they would actually stay in place. That was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but apart from that, the middle fuselage landing gear and the nose area landing gear, that went in without too much of a hassle. And as I said, they do roll, so if that's part of your thing that you like in your models, you will be happy to know about that. But it does, sets up really nice. I think this camouflage scheme is really nice. I like it. I do like it a lot, actually. This Harrier comes up beautiful in this particular camouflage scheme from that obvious winter exercise over in Norway. But straightforward option too if you want to chuck it on the stand. The landing gear does not foul on it, so you can just drop it in that hole, and it does clear that landing gear just sort of slightly sits on there, and you can then present it. It does have a little bit of engine detail in there, which is really hard to see, unfortunately, but it does have the fans. You can see deep inside those air intakes there, but once you got it on the stand, you can just chuck it on the deck here, and it does set up really nicely, and it's done. And I reckon, as I said, it is a nice little looking unit. I will zoom in a fraction, because you all know the Harrier is not huge. It is a fairly small fighter jet from England. I reckon it's a really nice colour scheme, to be honest, and I'm sure if you can get your hands on one of these, you'll be pretty happy with it as well. So once again, I'll take some photos of this and post them up at the conclusion of the video, which is winding up right now. And you can check them out without seeing it with my sausage fingers in the way, of course. And this is by Corgi in 1/72nd scale diecast from the Aviation Archive. It is a British Aerospace Harrier, the GR3 from No.1 Squadron, from the RAF during the winter exercise of 1982 at Norway. So it's in the winter exercise camouflage scheme, which is that whitewash, which can be washed off with detergent once you don't need it anymore. Alright guys, thank you once again. If you did enjoy the video, throw us a like, that'd be cool. And if you, as I said, if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. And I do thank you for your valuable time in watching another one of our videos, and I hope you did enjoy it. Alright, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers!